What's up YouTube? It's another day where we're gonna be doing another color grading tutorial. Today we're gonna be learning on how you can color grade a dark skin tone or a brown skin tone. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, then hit the bell icon so you're gonna be notified anytime when I posted the video in this channel. But before any further ado, let's roll the intro. Alright, here we are. By starting, I'm gonna start with color space transform. This footage was shot on red, so I'm gonna use red white gamut, and then my input gamma I'm gonna be red log film. Here it is red log film. This one is good. Let me check. 553. No, red log film I said. Okay, red log film. And then my output color space as usual gonna be davinci white gamut, SM is davinci intermediate, and then I'll come to the last second node. I'm gonna put color space transform where I'm gonna input the same information, but I'll start with davinci white gamut. Input gamma gonna be davinci intermediate. SMS I'm gonna change it to Rec 709, convert to Rec 709. First I'm gonna try with gamma 2.4. Here we are. So this is our proper conversion. Alright, but for today we're gonna pack it here, and then we need to balance a little bit of our image. So here we're gonna label this. Here we're gonna do our HDR, and then here we're gonna do our primaries, and then here we're gonna do our contrast. Here we go. So starting with primaries, we're gonna open the waveform so you can see where our image is sitting at. So I'm gonna open the gain, and then I'm pull down a little bit some of midtones here. What I check some lift, I think they were fine. So here is my image, and then I'm gonna open up saturation. I'm gonna saturate my image a little bit like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna come to the HDR. I'm gonna convert this to HDR mode, or furthermore I can enter more information where my gamma I said was red log film. My color space was red white gamut. So I'm entering this. So when I'm doing some HDR, the software gonna understand which camera I shot on. Example, actually I like to open up a little bit of shadow, just a touch push like this, and then I'm gonna pull down some light a little bit, but not too much. You can see now my image has been open a little bit, so even when I turn it off and on, you can see this is after, this was before and after. We are way more better. And then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna come here to my very last node. I like to use some LUT, especially I'm gonna apply some film emulation. So I'm gonna apply my favorite one, Codec 2383, but it look aqua now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come here to my CST and then change my output gamma from like 709 to Xenon film log. So my look gonna pop up like this. So, and this is our start. But since I've done that, I feel like my highlight information I've been losing them. So I'm gonna come to my primary wheel and then pull it down a little bit until I see something satisfied somewhere like this. This one is good. I can pack it here, but I can cool it down a little bit. Okay, something like this is good. And then I'll come to this node, I'll pull it here. So here is where I'm gonna do my white balance. So I'm gonna change my waveform to vector scope, so I can see where my image is sitting. And then what I see here, that I feel like my image is a lot of magenta, so I'm gonna introduce a little bit of greenish, something like this. Okay, something like this. I just want to add more separation between my skin tone and the background, which is the sky, and try to pull out some white to reduce some magentas on the highlight. Okay, up to here I feel like my image is balanced because it has a lot of magenta now. It's looking gorgeous, it's good to go. And then we're gonna add another node, and from it we're gonna create some parallel nodes, like 3 is good. Oh yeah, 3 is good. I'm gonna just try to arrange them properly. Alright, at my first node, this node I'm gonna label it look, because it's where I'll be creating my look DNA. So I'm gonna use this color wrapper. So here I'm gonna use like, alright, let me use this there enough. You know, this image, this color wrapper is being divided into 3, 6, where 3 they are at almost like warmer side, and these 3 they are at cooler side. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna try to create some kind of teal and orange, but in a tricky way. So I'm gonna measure, or I'm gonna put this 3 node in the near like this. Alright, and then I'm gonna put the last up to here. Given this magenta, I'm gonna push it up to here. I'm just trying to create my own look. Alright, here I am, so I've squeezed a little bit. So, and then I'm gonna come to my teal, where I'll mark these 3 dots, and then I'm gonna try to desaturate them until I get something clean, and then I'll try to dance with it. You know, we don't have to distract our image to the extent that we cannot recover it. We don't have to lose some information on the sky. I think up to here is good. And then, oh my god, what I'm doing? Okay, up to here is good. We see our blue is kind of attracting. This was like before, after we've introduced a lot of teal. And then I'm gonna check the rest of 3 nodes to the warmer side, where I'll be pulling this while looking at my skin, where my skin is sitting. I feel like somewhere here. Okay, like here is good. And then I'm gonna try to pull it down somewhere here. Here is good. She's beautiful and looking more natural. Like, alright, here we are. I can pack it here. You can see that it's more way better way. Like you see that, you can see that this was before and after, before, after, but we can try to a little bit reduce some gain on the key output, so as to blend it. This was before we applied, this was after, so I need to pack it somewhere I can see the real result. Okay, I can pack it somewhere here. Here's fine. Then I put before, after. We have tried to create our own look. Now you can see our model is standing out and she's looking beautiful. Alright, and then what we're gonna do is that to the next, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna label this skin, because it's where I'm gonna do my skin adjustment. and then I'm gonna use my qualifier to sample my skin, my model's skin. It's quite doing okay just by one click, and then I'm gonna try to adjust it a little bit, so to get my selection more clean. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit, something like this. I think my qualifier is doing okay. It's done a better job. Cream white, cream some black, blah blah blah. Here we are good to go. I'm gonna turn off my qualifier, and then before I've done anything, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna pull down some mid details, so my models should gonna appear like smooth. I'm trying to blend some colors on her skin, and then I'm gonna apply my color compressor, so even to make her stand out by it's my natural way. So first I'm gonna set the target color. The target color is the color I want the rest of our skin to look like. So I'm gonna hit here, and then I'm gonna try to compress like this. I think I can do it. I can pack it here. Here is more better, and then I'll try to compress some saturation so I can see. Well, now I can see that she's kind of looking like goldish. Alright, I can pack it here, and it is good. Let me add a little bit. Okay, fine. This one is better way to go. And then what I'm gonna do is that, since this one is a music video, we need to make a little bit stand out. So what I see, I feel like I've introduced a lot of magenta on a skin tone. So I'm gonna come to the skin tone and try to play with gamma wheel, or I'm gonna use offset, so I can see which way is better. So you need to be free. Just play with it until you get something you admire. As for me, I feel like toward orange side is way to go. Here is more better. I feel like, okay, what if I add more, and then I come to desaturate here? Oh my god, not you. No, I need to desaturate a little bit so I can balance her. I feel like I can play with this. Okay, I'm adjusting while looking at the scope. I feel like here is good and she's standing out. My model looking good. Here we are. So now you can see this is before and after. Her skin tone has been popping out, she's standing out. It's very beautiful, but I see some problem here, so we need to fix. Look at the hair. Her hair is tend to be blue more, so we need to be kind of neutral black. So what we need is, I'm gonna come to this primary wheel, or I'm gonna turn it to log wheel, and then I'm gonna add some orange or yellow to clean the skin, to clean her hair, something like this. And then when I come back to this primary wheel, oh my god, okay, here is good. And then I'm gonna come to the primary wheel, and then I'm gonna try to control some saturation, because I feel like she's oversaturated. Okay, then when I turn off this, she look okay, but I feel like there is more orange, so I'm gonna try to balance it. I'm gonna try to balance it a little bit until I feel like she's looking natural. Okay, somewhere here it's way more better. So you can see that here she is. It's looking okay. It's good for me. Although I feel like there is a lot of orange on her skin, So I'm gonna try to balance it a little bit to reduce some oranges, but I think up to here is good. And then what I'm gonna do is that I will try to separate more from the skin, and then I'm gonna create some outside node, and I'm gonna put it here. So here is where I'll try to pull the image toward till, so she separates more. Think, what if I add some green? Yep, I'm gonna add some green. Let's have fun, guys. What about here? And then I'm gonna try to desaturate it a little bit. Okay, something like this is good. And then lastly, I'm gonna come to the first node where I'm gonna do my noise reduction. So I'm gonna come here and select my frames. I'm gonna choose 2 frames, and then I'm gonna punch it a little bit up to something like 9-ish is good, because I need to have a very clean image. And I'm gonna punch my chroma up to something like 9 same as before. Then make sure this one is 9 something. Here is good. My image is clean. And then I'm gonna come here and add like 2 nodes. My first node is where I'm gonna do my sharpening. The next node I'm gonna do my film grain. So I'll start by sharpening the image a little bit to add some sharpness, because it look a little bit smooth. Okay, here is good. And then I'm gonna come to the last node where I'm gonna add some film grain. I'm gonna type film grain is here. So I'm gonna put my grains, they are a little bit noticeable, so I'm gonna make them like 35 is good. I can see how is my image, and this is a better way where I used to color grade the dark skin tone. You see this is kind of cinema skin tone, and it's the best one for music video, and it's a way to go. And that is how, and this was a whole process. You can do a lot, you can do some window, you can do a lot, but up to here I'm gonna make a full stop here. Make sure just you hit the like button on this video, so YouTube gonna recommend this video to many others. And also make sure you subscribe my channel, because I'm gonna be posting more videos like this. This is your boy, Director King Michael. Ciao.